Hi Libra, welcome to your new love reading for September. This could be a new love situation entirely or a new development within a love relationship you're already in, just saying. It's intended to be a romantic love reading, but it could also resonate in other areas of your life wherever there is new growth or opportunities. All right, let's get to it for Libra. Libra. Ooh. The lovers, I was going to say the Libra lovers, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra right there. All right, so 9 of Cups, the star. Oh my gosh, look at this. Both are wish cards here. Wow. Okay, so 9 of Cups, the star card, that could be Aquarius. The Hierophant, this could be Taurus. This could be Taurus or Aries. The Empress. Wow. The 6 of Cups. Okay, Queen of Swords, that could be Libra. Oh my gosh. Libra. Also boobies. Boobies. Everything is better with boobies. Right. Libra, who are we dealing with here? That's Knight of Pentacles could be Taurus, or somebody who's very stable, reliable, solid, dependable. It could also be though somebody dragging their feet. So let's find out. All right. So honestly though, it's looking like this is somebody that's quite, that's would be in it for the long haul. Okay. Let's see. I could be wrong. Let's see here. You know what? This could be somebody dragging their feet on you two ending because they don't want things to end. This is somebody that could be like, you know, let's just give time to this before we call it quits or before we break up. Can we not end things just yet? And it could be that you're going to be having a series of heart-to-heart talks so that you don't end things with this person. It could be that you know what? I think this is somebody you're already dating or that is going to present themselves. But either way, you're already familiar with this person. There's an affinity there, there's a friendship, there's a preference. But I think they might want more than you're willing to give right now. And I think they're hoping things will work out over time. This is about you letting your guard down or trusting. And in order to do that, there's going to have to be a series of experiences, talks, just getting to know this person and more exposure to them, because it feels like you kind of, you're just not, if I may be so bold, Libra, it feels like you're kind of closed off. This could be somebody that you've known for quite some time or from your past, or someone that you've just had a nice friendship with that would like to take things to the next level, because for them it's very simple. They have an affinity for you. There's that, they feel it. And it could be that you are much more reserved, much more not willing to take, you don't want to allow for anything that's unknown. You really want everything spelled out. You want to, maybe you're the one dragging your feet because you just don't, maybe you like things the way they are now and you don't want to progress to the next level, or you don't want to make that commitment. They will want it, you will not. You're just not ready yet, perhaps. This is either somebody from your past or it's a friend. And so the thing is that this is about you having new experiences with this person and having discussions and making sure that you two are on the same page if you're interested, because your guard is up and you're not going to be willing to let it down anytime soon until you feel like you really know this person. And I think that you're not really wanting to, you're not wanting too strong of a connection right now. So, and I mean, we got the Knight of Pentacles here. That could be where they're wanting more than you. and they're really hoping that things will work out over time, giving you your time and space, and like, okay, I get that I want more, but I'm gonna, we can just coast and do whatever right now. I want this, but you want that. I'll wait. But will they? All right, what's this Nine of Cups about? Nine of Cups. Four of Swords. All right. What's this? What's this star card about? This star card. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what's this Hierophant about? Ten of Cups. The Empress. Is this someone that you're having to kind of lay low with right now while they work on a few things? What is going on here? What's this Empress about? Ten of Wands. All right. We got the work. Somebody's needing to work on a few things before you two can be together. This is a King of Swords, and we got the Six of... So look at this, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is somebody you're going to be waiting for. It's not that they're waiting for you. It's going to be you waiting for them. But here's the thing. You're content with the way things are. They are not. But they can't get to you yet until they handle some business. So this is someone that needs to complete a few things. That needs to attend to something about, improving themselves or finishing a work project, something. Well, we've got the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here. And this is someone that needs to take care of a few things before you two can progress. So this is you being perfectly fine with that, though. Maybe they don't know that. That you're like, okay, it's fine. Because you're not in any hurry. Maybe you feel like this is going to take as long as it takes, and you're fine with it taking as long as it takes. You're in no hurry. You feel properly sated. You feel like this is meeting your needs right now. It's not something that you feel like you're in crisis with. I think you would like the situation to be different, but at the same time, as far as them not needing to have to be... I think you would like it to where it's just going the way it's going because it's going, not because they're having to deal with something or something's keeping them from you. But you're not making any demands on this person, and you're content with things being the way they are. It's like you're just not making any imposition on this person at all. So again, that could be that maybe you're kind of like, I'm not willing to invest my feelings until, I'm not willing to get all wrapped up in this. I'm going to take it day by day, situation by situation. I enjoy the moment, but I'm not going to place any demands or expectancies on this situation or person because I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm not looking for anything really solidly connected anyway. And the thing is, I feel like they are, but they're the one that has to handle some business first. You, for all intents and purposes, are free and clear, but the interest really isn't there. Like, you're in no hurry. I shouldn't say it's not there, but you're in no hurry. So, that might be an issue later, though. Like, if you two do start to progress, because it looks like this is just kind of dating catch as catch can, like, hey, if you're in town or if we get to see each other, if you have a free night on such and such or whatever, but you're not the one making any kind of demands or having any expectancies. I don't know that they know that yet because the way the situation is, but I feel like they're going to kind of get impatient with their own situation and they're going to want more, and then it might come out that, you're like, I'm fine with things just being the way they are, and they're like, well, I want more though. So this might be news to them that you don't want more than what it is now. At first they might be like, this is so cool. I'm with somebody, I'm with Libra who isn't making any demands on me, and it's just a really free-flowing connectivity. It's great, and they're like chomping at the bit to have it be more because there is such a good fit. And you're like, no, actually, this is kind of my ideal right now. Like, I don't want that. I'm happy for the time with you, but not really wanting it to have to mean more than that. I just don't want that right now. Could also be that it's that way because you like to get to know somebody much more than kind of first shot out of the gate. Hey, there's a connection after, a certain amount of time. Let's do this. You're like, no, it has to be a well-rounded situation for me to really start to invest in. And this looks like it's fine where it's at with you. It's fine that this person has to attend to other things because you don't want any more than what it is now. So this could be that you're just happily dating. It could be that you met them online. Could be that they reached out, though, online. It could be that there's some kind of message or somehow they get back in touch with you, and it could be somebody that you knew way back once when and you're like, oh, this is a neat development, but that's all that it is for you, or that's all that you might be willing to let it be. But this is somebody that you know, and so that's probably why you're okay with it being the way that it is, because if it's anything like what happened before, I mean, for one thing, there's a familiarity, so you're like, there's no need to rush. I kind of remember you once when, but you're just okay with it taking the path that it's taking. I feel like they're just much more impatient. I feel like they want this now, but they can't. And you're okay with it not happening right now. I don't know that they know that, though. I think they think that the only reason it's not going to progress further is because they're kind of tied up. But it might be news to them to find out that you're like, actually, I'm okay with just kind of it being this way. That whenever you're in town or we're able to get together, it's okay. Okay. This, too, though, it feels like this has kind of been a biting thing. Like something that's revisited here and there. Like this is someone that you might have had a history with, that you kind of go in and out of each other's lives. You are more okay with that than they are, though. So this feels like it's somebody familiar to you, and that you're okay with the way things are. They want more, though. And it's almost like there's a frustration that it can't be more, at least on their part, whereas this is you being fine with it. Because I think what's more important to you right now, Libra, is that you feel like you're kind of, I don't know, it feels like you don't want to leave anything to chance. Like anything that's going to happen has to be kind of talked about and discussed. It's not that you have your guard up. It's just that you want it to be something that you agree with, and it has to make sense, and it has to be a good idea, and it's just not, just because someone wants a connection, it's not going to happen. Just because a connection is there, or a desire or interest is there, doesn't mean it's a connection that needs to be fought for and longevity. I think you're just a lot more comfortable with the way this is going than the other person will be, or is. Interesting. It's like they're more into this than you are. Okay. Wow. I can't help thinking that they are unaware that you're just really okay with that. I think part of the reason why they might be frustrated is because they do want a connection. And you're just like, I really don't need that, but I feel like that hasn't come up yet. And that might be, at first, they might be like, well, we're not on the same page then. Like that might be kind of a blow to them. Something about how the whole reason that they're frustrated by is because they think you want it also. And then when they find out that you're okay with whatever's going to happen, they're like, well, it's kind of like it kind of chips away at some security they felt or something. It's weird. Okay. Right. It's like you're okay with it because you don't need. There's something about you feeling much more solid about the way things are, and maybe that's because you're much more solid about where your life is right now, like your position in life, what you're doing. You're okay, you're straight by yourself, so you don't need this person, or this isn't like the be-it, end-all connection for you. You're fine with it being what it's going to be, because there's a self-assuredness. I don't, not that people that want relationship aren't self-assured, but you're just in a really good place. And I think you being in no hurry might be like a bit hurtful to them, or just kind of like, oh, you know, like I want you to want this as bad as I want it. You know what I mean? Okay. I hope that explains it. All right. What else for Libra? That's for Libra. So we got the Hermit and Strength card. So that's, again, there's that kind of in no hurry and that patience and just like, nope, my life's good, I'm straight. Everything is as it should be for me. I am okay with things taking as long as it takes. I'm not going to get emotionally involved or twisted up about something. I've got my own thing going on, so I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. Meanwhile, there again, your person is just like, I feel like there's more intent on their part to have this happen. But it's kind of like it's too much work right now, at least where you're concerned. You're like, it shouldn't be this hard, this difficult. I don't want it to be. You tend to your stuff. I'm going to be straight over here. And when it happens, it's going to happen. But I don't want it to be something that I have to wear myself out over, that I have to really work towards. That's not worth it for me. It's going to rob me the joy of actually having the experience with you, as if we have to work harder. Here she comes. Yep. Awesome. Okay. Ah, awesome. There's socks. Okay. Maybe she thinks my feet are cold. Okay. So anyway, you forcing a timeline, an agenda, a connection, or it has to be. It's like, no, this is taking a while to get here. It's going to take a while more, and secretly I'm fine with that. And there's probably going to come a time where you're going to have to tell them that, because I think they're under the impression that this is heading towards something. That there's a either an end date or an agenda, or not a bad way, but just I think they have an outcome in mind that I don't think you share. I don't think you're wanting it the way they are. What else for Libra? There it is, time. Okay. Makes sense. This is probably something, now on the dip in this, though, could be that this is something that has gone on, that you do have time with this person. There is this is a relationship of longevity, and it's coming back around again. We could be talking about reunion here, whether we're going to work this out or not, and this person could be a lot more intent on that reunion or reconciliation or talking about things or what are we going to do than you are. You're like, I'm fine with things being the way they are now. I'm okay with that. I don't need the reunion. I don't need the reconciliation. I don't need to talk about it. I certainly don't need it to be work. So if it is, then it's not worth it to me, because I don't want it to have to work so hard to have a connection with somebody. And maybe that's why this person is kind of more invested in you, because they want the relationship more, because they want this is a marriage, or this is a relationship of longevity that they're wanting to preserve. And you're just like, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't want to have to know. It's been kind of a tough time where there's just a lot at stake here, and I kind of need a breather. I kind of need things to just be how they're going to be, and I need no pressure from you. You go and do your own thing. I'm going to be mine over here. Yes, I love you, but beyond that, I don't know. And there you have it. Okay. Doesn't have to be that, but that would make sense. This whole time thing, that would make sense why you're just like, I'm kind of worn out. Like, this could be that you feel like a lot of the work to provide and to be the stable, one that provided a lot of security and support and all this was up to you. And you're just like, this has kind of gone on long enough. I don't want to be in that role anymore. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, and I don't need to be sure anymore. I don't want to have to be the one in charge. I don't want to have to be the one supplying that. I need my space, and we're just going to take it day by day. And maybe they're like, oh, I'll work on whatever you want me to work on. You're like, it's not that simple. Not after this many years, not after this many experiences. It's not that simple. And so it's going to be a series of experiences. It's going to be a series of conversations. It's going to be day by day. Maybe one day you feel like hanging out, the next day you don't. But it's not going to be what it was. There's a shift happening. And you're much more invested in being the driver's seat and being under yourself and what you want than providing for the partnership or making it okay for the partnership. So this is not somebody unfamiliar to you. All right, Libra. What else for Libra? Oh, it almost went off. Okay. The damn. Oh, 6 of Cups reversed. Oh, shucks, what was that? All right. I didn't even see what that was. I just kind of grabbed it, and then oh, crud. All right. Well, I'm rolling it again then. That happens by accident, right? That was also blatantly irresponsible because I didn't see what that was. All right, Magician reversed, 7 of Swords. Let me see if that's... Yeah. Let's see if that's upright. Every time we go through this. 7 of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, so 6 of Cups reversed, Magician reversed. So this is about you. It's like limbo. Because things aren't, there's this not wanting to let go, specifically by the other person. The other person doesn't want to let go, doesn't want to call it quits, doesn't want to move on. Understandable, that's fine. They want to work things out. But you're like, well, I don't want to be in charge of the working out. I don't want to have to solve this one. I've got no plans. I have no idea how it's going to work, and I've got no plans for it to work. I just want, what's important to me is a solace in being able to shift the focus to me instead of us. And it could be that when you were together once before, you were in charge of all that, and now you're like, I don't want to be the cruise director. I'm not, that's not what relationship or connection should be for me. And so we've got 7 of Swords reversed. That's in this instance, that's about not having any plans. Magician reversed and 7 of Swords reversed. No plans, no agenda. No wanting to be, having to be strategic, having to plan, having to figure things out, having to you're like, nope, got nothing. So it's like in limbo because, all right, we're not letting go, but I have no plans for the future either. And we're not together unless we are, but beyond that, I don't have any plans. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. I know pressure, day by day. Took a long time to get here. It's going to take a long time to figure it out, or it's, you know what I mean? It's going to be an adjustment, and it feels like they're going to be adjusting more than you are because your focus is on yourself, as it should be, because you're probably a bit tired, and their focus is going to be kind of working on the things, or their focus should be working on the things they need to work on as well. And yet you two aren't separating or divorcing, whatever this situation is, but it's not like it's progressing either, because you're over here doing you. I think they want the us, but you're like, nah, I need it to be me for a while, or me mostly. It can be you sometimes, but I need me. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading, Libra. And I wish you happy September. Okay, take care.